crap. Where did I put my phone? Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh. Anyway, yeah. Oh, here's my phone. I'm gonna go share my stuff online. All right, let me go and do that. All right. X post. Post. Share. Snapchat. Well, anyway, hi everyone. I drove a long way and I've had I'm done. If somebody is that much afraid of losing where they live or they take care of this woman in their house, Branden does, and she doesn't know I exist. So I think that was fine for 6 months. To that point, like, I want to pull in a driveway and act like we're an actual couple. If you don't want to be that way, that's not where I wanted it to go. So maybe we should part our separate ways and call it a day, because I can't live this way where it's like hiding and being quiet. No. Oh, that's why. It keeps joining the other networks, and then I try to share, and it's, no internet, of course. So I didn't expect, let's see. All right, there. Okay, let's go back to Facebook. Okay, it did asks. Let's do Snapchat. That's where I want to go. Story, and then I'm going to go back on here and share with my boyfriend, well, the guy that doesn't really give a shit. I just feel, I don't know, I haven't been with anybody. It makes me feel unappreciated, and I'm like, well, does he care about me? He doesn't. The last talk we had was the most he's ever said to me. I mean, it was just like, wow. And boom, nothing. And it is just, it'll be a while. Wow. My whole feeling is this. I understood the whole thing about not wanting to, it's been almost a year, so I think he should tell his roommate, look, I've been seeing a lady and I would like her to come and feel safe instead of at night, when it's not safe, and not stress her out, because I'm stressed out and I get really stressed out worrying about being quiet and all this shit. It's just not working for me and the stress level. It cannot happen anymore. If I want to walk like a fucking elephant, date someone that doesn't walk like an elephant. So we're going to ask Mr. Predicto. Here, you can get this on Amazon. I don't know, how much it is, but I bought it a while ago, and it sounds like Wharf. What is that? So whatever someone's asking, it will.
The outcome cannot be predicted.
Okay. Will Branden call me tomorrow?
Highly doubtful.
Okay. Will Branden will Branden want to break up with me?
There is no doubt.
See? Will Branden tell his roommate that I exist?
The answer is no.
See? Wow. So he's not going to tell his roommate. Are you sure he's not? Is he going to change his mind, or he's just going to walk away from the relationship with me? Is he going to walk away from the relationship with
Definitely,
me?
yes.
See? Does Branden have another woman?
The answer is unclear. Try again.
He doesn't have another woman. Usually if it does that. He was promoting OnlyFans. I'm like, that's a P. Diddy thing. P. Diddy owned it. P. Diddy owned OnlyFans. That's how he got all the people that worked the sex parties. Just a little, reality check on that. When you hear people go, I'm an OnlyFans model. No, you're not a model. You're a whore. You're going to bed with people getting money for it. There's a difference between model and whore. Model, you take pictures and they have clothes on. Whore, they go and get money and have sex with the people. Two difference. They make money and that's fine. But if you're saying you're a OnlyFans, anyone who tells me I'm an OnlyFans model, I'm like, oh shit, you're fucking a shitload of man. And you're standing next to a man giving him what you got from whoever you had sex with. Because most, and it's noted that most OnlyFans don't use rubbers, and they do not. OnlyFans do not go and get tested all the time. I talked to one girl and she says, I think I got herpes. Well, I got to work tonight. And I'm like, yay for whoever's going to be getting the herpes tonight. Yeah. Okay. So will I get a phone call from Branden tomorrow?
Without hesitation, yes.
Okay. Because I'm like, this texting shit is for the birds. I remember before dumb phones. Oh, and don't get me started on Chat GPT. My chat is so stupid that I'm thinking of writing the company and telling them, this is the dumbest thing. I ask it simple questions and it's like taking forever to get the answer. And then it's not even an answer. It's like I could have spent 2 seconds on the internet finding what I needed. What Chat GPT told me it took 10. Save your money. don't download ChatGPT.
It is a certainty.
Exactly. Save your money and don't put in ChatGPT, because Branden's all on the ChatGPT, and I'm like, why is yours smarter? Do you talk to it more? Do you have to do that? Do you have to treat it like a 2-year-old, hope that 10, 20 minutes, because it took 20 minutes for one question, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Right there, ChatGPT. I ask it a question, I wait 10, 20 minutes. And that's not just, I tried it in Vegas where they have the 5G. So it doesn't matter where you're at. Sometimes, let's just be honest, if you use ChatGPT too much, you become fucking stupid. You need to learn all these things, because it's not that they're just showing you, they're literally doing your work. Unfortunately, when they do that, a lot of us humans become dumb as fuck. It's just the way it is. But I don't use it that much, because I found out it was easier, because aren't these smartphones? Why in the fuck would we need ChatGPT? I tried to think about what to use it for, and Branden said it makes you work. No, it don't. ChatGPT makes you dumb. It makes you lose points in your. So I have to do small things. I don't think it's worth the money, to be honest. I'm thinking of, oh, hi, end times. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even know. I drove to his house after we agreed on a set time. I came an hour late because I fell asleep because I smoked all the weed. And he didn't answer his phone. He did nothing. I spent an hour driving. So I was pissed, to be honest. And I'm to that point where I'm like, you know what he does? I know he does. He treats me very poorly. Very, 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 very poorly. Like an afterthought. And then he tells me that, what was it? That it just cracks me up. Oh, you want to make extra money? I was told that OnlyFans, I go, OnlyFans is an escort service. I worked it. Don't tell me it's not when I was working it. And he told me to work it. He told me to go on an escort service and work it. I'm like floored. I'm like, you don't know it's an escort service? It's hilarious when you hear women going, I'm a OnlyFans model. No, you're an escort. You're a whore. Don't advertise. It's like everyone's like, oh, I'm a whore today. I get to have sex with 30 or 40 men, and then I go home to my husband after not using rubbers or getting tested and have sex with him and his friends. I had a woman who told me, and I used to quit using the bathroom when I worked the weed, when I was working for the weed company, and it was hilarious. This one woman told me she was an OnlyFans model. She gave out blowjobs. She was a blowjob expert, like a fluffer. And I'm like, oh, yay. She's telling me this. And I'm like, oh, crap. The cute little, they look like little fairies. No, they're not. They're probably blowjobbing the whole neighborhood like this little one was. Little blonde lady just sucking off all the men, She's OnlyFan, but, oh, and Mary, don't forget to put the thumbs up. Yeah, he treats me horrible. I have never, oh, you got to hear this. He gave when I was over his house, he gives me a used vibrator, which I left there. I'm like, oh, fuck no. I have a $300 vibrator. That dime store, $10 junk. Get that shit out of my, and you wash it because it's been used. And I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah. That's not going to happen. No, and he doesn't even have a car. He can't even drive to my house if he wanted to see me. Yeah. My theory is if he wants to, he can drive his electronic bike here. Um, all I can say is, yeah, if you're going to have someone come in like that, obviously, I'd rather deal with her knowing about me and seeing how that goes. I've been seeing him for almost a year and I feel like an afterthought. I'm just done. I I don't even think I'll hear from him until he wants sex. And I'm going to go, well, get on your bike. You better be driving because I spent an hour of my time. I'm not going to do that again. So will I find a new man?
The signs say no.
Oh, I won't. Will Brandon treat me better?
It is a strong possibility.
Ah, okay. Exactly. That's how I feel. I'm to that point like, look, these are the rules. I'm not a druggie. I'm not someone bad. I just don't get it. Okay, here's something else. I know a guy that has a crush on me that isn't in a relationship, and he's kind of popular on YouTube. And he knows somebody else. And that somebody else was a vindictive human being. And he told this person that, and she, even though she's married and in a relationship, she got jealous of me because she's always had to chase men. And her husband, she chased real hard. So, anyway, tells this lady this, and she went crazy and attacked me while she was drunk because he's telling her, I'm just a wimpy little boy and I don't know how to come to somebody's house and go, hey, let's go out to eat and learn, hang out with each other. No, I get these men. This is what I get. I get these men who don't have cars, or if they have a car, they don't have a job, who don't know how to knock on someone's door, who don't know how to send flowers to someone, who doesn't know how to be a man. They tell me stuff like, you get me. No, I don't. I don't even know you. I don't know where you come from. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I could see it if I know friends who have cars that may not have air conditioning, but he can drive here. I really don't know what to say about it. I'm so pissed off and so tired of this shit. And I I I shouldn't I feel hurt. I really do. Oh yeah, I'm done. He's never going to have me come over to his house. I don't give a fuck. I'm done. His idea, that was $20 down the drain. That little trip took $20. I could have done it later on and gone shopping, but it's all good. I'll do it. Well, you missed out on this. Look, hey. Woo! And that's all I can say. I'm just I'm pissed at him. I'm I think that's the reason why I end up stepping out on him, because the way he treats me. He doesn't treat me good. Everyone says he's a nice guy, and I'm sure he's nice to work with, but if I have to park across the street, if I have to do certain things and hide from somebody, you're not proud to be with me. And you're saying that speaks volumes. Whoever told him to keep it quiet, Man gave him some bad advice because it's going on over a year. Oh, yeah, I do. I do deserve the best, you know? I'll be right back. You know, I'm going to wear Cal Scrubby is a really good guy. He's coming out with some new music. So let me give something to Cal Scrubby. So I got his t-shirt and it's in my room. So let me go and get that and we'll do blind painting again. All right. There we go. Hopefully he didn't leave. Oh shit, she left. Yeah. So here I'm back. There. Got some Cal Scrubby. My boobs are a bit big. I should have ordered a bigger size. There we go, baby. Cal Scrubby's got some new stuff coming out, so please download it, buy it, wear it. You can go and you can get a Cal Scrubby t-shirt. Shoot, I should just, yeah, it's nice. Cal Scrubby. So, see Cal Scrubby. He's a good-looking duders. All right. It looks like I'm playing with my breast, but I'm okay. I'm thankful I'm not wearing a bra. So, let's see if I'm going to find a new. Will I find a new love? Will I date someone new?
It is a certainty.
Will I date the guy, not Daniel? He's contacted me and I told him I had someone else. And this is like even, I'm thinking, yeah. So, um, will I meet my new guy this weekend?
It is a strong possibility.
See? Yeah. All right, let's smoke some weed. Oh, yes. Who doesn't love Cal? Oh, I just can't be hidden no more. It's just a horrible treatment. And I feel like a prisoner. I got a UTI from not drinking enough water because I didn't bring no water with me and he had none. And the water in Vegas from his house is just tastes horrible. I am not even joking. I got great water here. I'll pray for Brandon. He needs lots of prayers. Just because his sister treated men horribly, so he thinks that that's how you treat women. You treat them horribly. So I'm to that point where he's made me cry and do all that. I can't live that way where I'm crying while driving home and I'm upset and doing all that. That's just not fair. You got I don't know how it is, you know? Yeah. I want someone who's like, "Hey, this is my woman," you know? Not like we're, "Oh, park down the street and come in the back. Don't make any noise." That's just crazy if you can't make any noise. So let's, find out.
It is a strong possibility.
Well, I get my boots this weekend.
I
Hi
am
again.
confident it is
See, I'm wearing, this is the Cal Scrubby. I'm wearing that. So, yeah. All right. Okay. We get a couple people. Right now, I'm on the bitch fit of I came back and a half an hour ago, I was beyond pissed. I'm like, no, if I make a wasted trip, I'm not going to make another one. I'm not going to make any more. Not in the nighttime. He wants me to come over. It's going to be in the daytime, and I park in the driveway. If you're that scared, then you need to move on. I got a lot of guys who do not deserve me. The guys that cannot walk to my door and knock on there, do not even bother talking to friends. Don't even bother. If you yourself cannot walk to the door or knock, I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care who you know. I don't care if you're Jesus Christ in incognito. I don't give a fuck. Come to my door and knock. If you feel that calling me would be too much of a thing that would worry you, then if you got the money, like a friend said, if a guy wants to be with you, he will find a way to get with you. That's what I have seen over and over. But for me, I've been working at it and I'm tired of this. It's boring. And you men do not get it. I'm like looking at you like, boy, you little boys. Little boys. That's all I've been dealing with. A bunch of old little boys. Playas who are not in my book of players. You'll be forever friends. You're my forever friend because you'll be a player. I don't want a player. Those are not what I want. So if you want to date me, come to my house. Knock on my door. Bring some flowers, it'd be nice, or plant. Because that's where I'm at right now. I'm so tired of these crappy men who think that I like being treated like shit. Daniel's another one. I told him I had somebody. I tell him I'd had somebody even if I didn't. You know why? He used me and that was it. You use me once, you're done. I don't care if you went to AA, Zay, or Gamblers Anonymous. Yeah, he would have to go to Gamblers Anonymous. So let's go on this and find out, will I meet my dream guy this weekend?
definitely yes.
Will my dream guy come to my door?
Ask later when the time is right.
Oh, Will my dream guy call me?
Now is not the right time to tell you.
Will my dream guy text me?
The answer is yes.
Will we make a date?
The answer cannot be found at this moment.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. I think that Branden outlived his usefulness a long time ago. Really, he did. So let's smoke more weed. Yeah, I always felt like an afterthought. I'm like, oh, I need to get laid and let me give her a call. Sneak and be quiet. And I'm stressed the whole time. Being quiet. I'm so stressed. I'm literally just beyond stressed. The whole time I'm there, I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. And the bathroom's messy and I can't even clean the bathroom. It's messy and I'm going nuts. That stresses me out. I can't do that. I can't live where I can't even clean because he doesn't tell the lady that's down there that's his roommate. And I'm thinking, well, what's going on? He assures me that it's a platonic relationship, and it doesn't sound like a platonic relationship at all. It does not sound. It sounds like they're a couple, and he's too. How can I say? It sounds like they're more of a couple than anything. And I'm thinking maybe I'm being hidden because he's married. He had a wedding band on for the longest time. And I said, hey, are you married? And he goes, oh, and I never seen it on again, but it makes me think, he's married. So let's ask if Branden is married, you know. Is Branden married? Let's find out if Branden is married.
Now is not the right time to tell you.
Oh, so he's not married. Okay. Well, will be someone different than Branden that will text me?
No.
Well, it looks like Branden's going to be texting me, and boy, I don't know how he's going to apologize. Oh, hello, how are you?
Yes.
Whatever that was for. If you wanted a question, they'll answer. So let's find out. Well, if you want to ask the Mr. Predicto a question, I will be happy to have him answer. We will be doing blind painting soon. God, there. Will I be able to sell my blind paintings?
Ask later when the time is right.
I guess not. All right, let's enjoy some weed. So anyway, Cal Scrubby's got a new stuff coming out. So keep an eyeball for it. It's great. It's like sex for your ears. It's better than OnlyFans because you listen on YouTube, it doesn't cost nothing but your time. OnlyFans, you might get VD. Some of the girls, the last time they got tested, yeah, like never. You go home with some special prizes. And they do have the men come to their house sometimes, or like some of the OnlyFans girls, they rent an apartment and they share it, and it's a 2 bedroom. Oh, those are famous. I heard about that. Yep, yep. That's what one girl told me when I was bartending. I didn't know what OnlyFans was. She just kept talking about OnlyFans, OnlyFans, OnlyFans. Ah, she did that on the side. She said she loves sex so much. And she realized, and she said, I don't I don't think I'll ever have kids, but I'll tell you this much, I love my job. I was like, damn, she just turned 21 and she was working it. And I was like, damn, girl, you're going to have the money if you don't have. And this is what I told her, if you don't have huge drug problems and gambling problems and spending problems and money management problems, you'll be good. In fact, I said, God damn, you're a businesswoman. And a lot of the women that when I worked at Sherry's Ranch, were absolutely business women, but you could tell the partiers and the non-business women, the women who were in there and didn't have nothing to show for it. We're not talking cars. We're talking they didn't even have a business. They didn't have nothing going on where the money would be working when they would not be working there no more. They had to go to work. And you're like, that's just, things happen. But wow, you know, I've seen girls who have partied with major stars and stuff and made the big money and had nothing to show for it. They're renting a house. They didn't even own the house. Those are the partiers. You stay away from them. They usually backstab you. You want to listen to the people who are the businesswomen. I worked with this one goddess. Oh, yes, and she was Greek and beautiful and very standoffish. So one day, a guy came in. It was dead. And the girls were at each other's throats, which means it was my business to keep them in there so they can, you know, be with a lady so they can spend their money. So I sat there and he was waiting for um, my goddess. And I kept him there and told him offhanded jokes, and we laughed. And I said, there she is. I will let you be. She said, you sat there and talked with him? I go, you really did that? And I go, do you see anyone else here? I go, he's the only son of a bitch in this whole bar. Of course. I got nothing to make up. I got no party trays, no nothing. I'm good. I got entertainment. I wasn't, hey, you know what? That was when she said, and this was near the time I was going to leave. It was near my time where I needed to, you know, walk away. And that's what happened. One of the girls just didn't like me, and that was the thing for me, and I was told that. So it is what it is. But I enjoyed my time there. I did. I learned a lot. In life is the same way. You hang out with the partiers, they make the good money. They'll have to work till they're 105. They're great people. I will never get too close to those type of people. It serves me well not to. But the business people, the good thinkers, the people who run the show, those are the people you want to be who are got, you know, things going on. They want to have, goals in life. And yeah, Brandon had goals, but it wasn't me. I felt like an afterthought. And when I had to sneak up there, and I was so stressed, I'd be stressed getting there because I hate driving all the crap in Vegas. And they were been doing some road work, and then they have the stadium. He's like just after the stadium, so any stadium crap because they designed it half-assed, like an afterthought. Like, hey, they might need to park. Well, we could charge $500 per thing. Got money up the ass. Let's just do that. Yeah, they charge that much. They charge big bukus. So, where's everyone going to park? Yeah. So usually when they let out, it's like 2 or 3 hours after that, you're getting tons of traffic. Our stadium looks like a Roomba. I didn't think of it you know, until someone at work said, "Yeah, look at a big Roomba." So every time I drive by, I think, "God dang it, one day it's going to just up." It looks like a big Roomba. That's what my stadium in Las Vegas looks like, a big Roomba. It's going to, just lift off its things and go and start Roombaing Vegas. So here I am getting stressed. I now, because I figured out the situation for better parking since I have to park. Now, my theory is this: if he wants to, because I have to go all the way around the block, and then I go all the way down, and then I'd have to park over by the across from his house. Then you text, "I'm here," and then he goes, like the back door's open or whatever. Nothing. So if I hear nothing, I'm not going to go anywhere. So I went and I texted him that I was pissed and he could go find someone else. Really, that's how I feel. I mean, I want, am I that ugly? Did I just wake up and get ugly and not realize it? No one tells me, they don't go, "Hey, you need to take care of some stuff, you're ugly." Because I couldn't have done it yesterday. There's no way I could do it. Yeah, I had to go to work. So here I'm thinking, God dang, I mean, you almost feel like, all right, it's been, you know, by December it'll be a year. And I'm thinking, I've not met a friend of his or nothing. And it's just like, wow, is this odd? And then I'm thinking, well, maybe the woman downstairs is his wife. He was sneaking me in, he's getting, That's what I'm thinking. Hi, Jason. And then my friends always want to hook me up with old men, real old men. And you're going, wow, you got a cane too. Oh, that's not a cane. Oh, you're blind. Wow, is that lovely? What do you look like? I'm 500 pounds. Oh, you think I haven't done something like that? Oh, yes, I have. I went and they brought their blind friend on a blind date. Kid you not. And I'm like thinking, this is not a date. That's why I've never sat there and talked about it. But yeah, and I'm like, they didn't have a cane. They had really, really, really thick glasses. And he looked like Santa Claus helper. He was that short. Uh, uh. I could do with respect more than love right now. I appreciate the vibes, Jason. Thank you. So, anyway, yeah, it's like, wow, I'm all stressed out from just driving because I just went bumper to bumper. And, I went past by our stadium, the Roomba. Yeah, the Roomba. Every time I drive by that stadium, that goes in my mind. I'm thinking one day it's going to just start cleaning. So I finally get to his house after I go all the way around, and instead of going the short way and going into the driveway, and then I park, and then I text, and then I gotta get my stuff and be quiet, don't crinkly bags, no this. So you go upstairs hoping he has water because the last time that you've been so dehydrated and you weren't able to drink a lot of water, you ended up getting I got a UTI. So I'm like, crap. All right. So I'm waiting and waiting. And finally it gets up there. You spend time being quiet, you end up being tired. And then he's like, "Oh, you're all tired and stuff." Like, yeah, yeah, I went bumper to bumper with some Japanese lady that I see knuckles, but there's no woman. Woohoo! And then I finally get to your house. I gotta go all the way around because you're too scared to say, "Hey, this is my woman. We're gonna go fuck. Bye." Because that's how I would be. Yep, we're gonna go fuck. Bye. I heard you fucking made me mad and jealous. Well, maybe if you weren't such an incomplete Karen, maybe you'd go and get a lady, get a person of interest in your life. But when you act like an asshole, I guess, maybe she's an asshole. Maybe he's afraid of her. I don't know. But if she's an asshole, you gotta, say, hey, I need a sex life and a life with this lady. God, I'm just so pissed. Jesus, please help me with this situation. Make it better. Oh, and Chat GBT, it's a joke. It really is. It's a shorter time for me to ask the internet and my smartphone than Chat GBT. This is about the same things, really. Shows the same amount of stuff. So we're paying like $7 a week to be told what our smartphones tell us. Does that make sense? But they use Chat GBT. And we own smartphones. That don't make sense. It really doesn't. Maybe I should show you guys. I'll ask my smartphone a question, and I'm going to ask Chat GBT a question. And we'll find out who's smarter, my phone or Chat GBT. So let's first ask it a question. I'll open it up. Are you smarter than Chat GBT? Go to apple.com. Oh, it told me to go on the Apple app and download Chat GBT. Oh, man, I wonder if Apple's got something to do with Chat GBT because their phone just blows. But like anything else, I'm waiting for the Pi phone to come out. I'll be waiting for a long time. Maybe somebody's hoping that if they make it the fake thing out there, for the pie phone, because boy, I like to get the pie phone. Yeah. God damn, I'm so unlucky in love. I get fished, not just fished, really fished, even by friends who have well meanings of their heart, thinking that, you know, a guy that's, blind and needs a lot of taking care of in the next couple years or more. And I'm thinking, does she, that, if they're attractive, you know, so then I'm sitting there going, God dang, this guy's so old, and I'm almost thinking about why he didn't have it, because he didn't bring it. That's why he was hanging on to my friend while walking to the vehicle. And I'm like, I'm hoping she never does that again. We never met in public like that ever again. I guess she figured, uh, I would take, want to date him or something. And I'm like, I'm not, I'm not, eh, I'm thinking, God, they didn't even have ugly guys on OnlyFans. They were good looking men. I'm serious. We're talking professional looking, just good looking men. That's what I liked about OnlyFans. Really good looking men. Like, wow. Some of these good looking men just wanted what they call the girlfriend experience. That's where you walk around with somebody. They pay you the money to walk around with them. Some of them have what they call bonus girlfriend. That means that they give you extra money to go shopping with them. Like, hey, you want to get a purse and stuff. So those are the ones I really was looking forward to, being paid plus a little extra bonus, shopping. Woohoo, take my, you know, that's fun. Well, that never happened on that end. New, but it is an escort service. And like any escort service, they have different things that they do. This one, though, I mean, when I went on there, all the men on there were good looking, and there wasn't a dog in the whole set. Really, I was blown away. Wow. I had my picking and choosing for a short time, and then, psh, let's just put it this way, I got the message. All right. So if someone tells you that they are a model for OnlyFans, they are an escort for an OnlyFans. But I don't know why they put out model as a joke. It's like saying, hey, look me up on OnlyFans. If you go to a podium and you announce that you're a model for OnlyFans and you're wearing a name tag with your name on it, that's the best free advertising that you can get. And I've seen a gazillion women do that. They go up to a podium, and that's how some people announce, like when you go and you're talking in front of, like, you're on a board committee, and maybe you're talking to them, and everyone states, like, I'm a electrician or whatever. And then she goes, I'm an OnlyFans model. I am so and so. You just advertise to all the people, all the men there or wherever you have sex with, that you're open for business. Bling, bling. If you see an OnlyFans They have bumper stickers, and I've seen them in California, but not here in Nevada, which I think, wow, that's a different set, because anybody with a phone, children, could snap the little icon thing and find that person on OnlyFans, and they don't have to be 18. They just can say, "Yep, sure am." Boom. Now they do have some parents who have kids who are under a certain age, and they're needing of a phone because for security reasons, whatever, they got a phone. And some phones have parental guidance, where you can go on there and you can even check your kid, what he's talking to people and stuff. And you can also have parental guidance where you can't go on any adult website. But most people don't do that with their kids' phones. They don't think that the kid's going to go on an OnlyFans bumper sticker with Johnny, who's 5 years older, going, "Hey, go and, that's OnlyFans. You go and, who's our escort?" And you go on there and you see, some flesh. Let's say Daddy has a credit card on Johnny's phone, and Johnny just so happens to scan, OnlyFans sticker. Woohoo! Daddy wants to know what he spent $80 on. Am I normal?
The answer you seek is yes.
See, I'm normal. Mr. Predicto just said that I'm normal. Yep. Yeah, I'm pissed. I had to drive all the way back. I haven't. Well, at least I don't have no drama, so can't complain about that. And then I told Daniel that I had someone. At that time I did, but even now I'm still going to claim the I got somebody. You gotta get his stuff together. I'm not playing Fix It this lifetime anymore. If you're an already fix, you're not going to be that. If you're not a working man, I don't think you're going to be one. So let's have some more weed. Woohoo! So anyway, I was cleaning my room, and I found my sleep patches. I was so happy. You know what's funny about that? You ever think about it? Like, say, when you walk by somebody, you ever try it? I never have. Take a sleep patch, put it on someone who's going to be a Karen on a long flight. It's got melatonin. They go in there and they would start bitching, and an hour later they're asleep. Yeah, I'm just pissed though. Oh God. I still can't believe it. A guy didn't tell me that he had an ankle bracelet by the police. I'm like, seriously? It's not what you said, it's what you didn't say. You got jewelry artifacts. That means that you need to take a big, long, let me get my shit together before I go on a dating scene. And I don't think going up to a judge and telling them that you want to be a drug dealer is a good, what's that word? Career choice. Yeah. Because he was honest in that. I don't know why. And then he said I shouldn't have said that. He said that every time he looked in my eyes, he couldn't lie. So I made sure he said everything to my face. And I got enough crap that I was like, wow, that was scary. I think I'm going to go. That was the drive that made me think. When you blow guys off, sometimes it's because you don't know what to say. It's not ghosting, it's saving your face. God dang. And that guy looked like, the Incredible movie? The guy that was trying to kill all the Incredibles? He looked like that guy, but with blonde hair. And it was like, standing up and stuff. I swear to God, I found the adult version. Ugh. I thought it was just the pictures. I really did. God, we lie to ourselves so much, I swear. You go to see him in life, and it's like, wow, I almost wanted to ask him, and I didn't have the heart. Did you have plastic surgery after seeing the Incredibles movie? You kind of look like a character. Oh, well, it's just a thought. Woo. Am I high? Oh, oh, come on. Am I high?
It is best not to say now. Definitely yes.
Whatever somebody asked, that's what it said. Am I a born again virgin?
The answer is yes.
Will I be treated well this weekend? Oh, well.
No.
Damn. Now it's off. Okay. Have some more weed. Well, actually, where's mine? Let's do some more fun painting. Ooh. Let me see. I can add some more colors. So I got stood up by my own guy. Well, I don't know. And I think that, psychologically, I was getting tired of being the other woman. That's how I felt. I just got tired of feeling like being the other woman. I really did. It's like a magenta. Yeah, it is magenta. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, these are the colors that I feel attracted to, which is orange, pink, and magenta, which is another form of red. It's like a more browny red. Bloody. Okay, put this. Oh, and over at your dollar store, now let's not forget, we're going to have to stop by this weekend for that child you really don't like. There you go. That's right, the $1.25 store. You can get one of these and scare the holy shit out of neighbors. They think that you have two mouths. Whoa! All right. Oh, it's on my knee. Okay. So what I do is I turn around. We're going to use well, we'll just paint over this. And I close my eyes. I like to get feelings. X marks the spot. That's what I got here. X marks the spot, and you see that X. All right. What I like about I don't paint with oils. Well, it's more expensive with oils, like really more expensive. My affordability is watercolor, so it really dries quite quickly, especially, well, it's been raining on and off. I'm gonna there we go. I pinned Mary's message. I really like that. Woohoo. All right, so you want me to do another one? All right, let me smoke a little more weed. Just a little. I like weed. Mr. Predicto. Didn't predict this, did you, Mr. Predicto? Yeah. Anyone that if I had a gal pal or if I had known someone who said, "Hey, go on OnlyFans," I'd be fucking curious before I say to my significant other, "Hey, go on this website. They just have risque pictures." Oh no, if I was that boyfriend or that significant other, I would have already gone on a website and I would have said, I wonder if I proposition somebody if they're going to take the bait. Because if I was a boyfriend, I would have already checked it out, man. I would have went under a fake generated picture by AI, gone on there, made a whole fake, thing, and we've gone on Facebook and where people can search you, what's good. If you're going to make something fake, do it now. And then later on, when you really need it, it's already out there. Well, you can make a bunch of fake things and all these fake people know each other. Oh, shit. I made when my daughter was young, I made back in the day profiles so she can deal with playing Yoville because she got propositioned by an old guy. And that's when Yoville was out. You ever notice there was a shit more people on Facebook? Yeah. And that's when I had to tell Facebook, hey, this guy said this and this, this is like inappropriate. She keeps telling him her age and he's, sending inappropriate pictures and stuff. Remember, you could send pictures. Yeah, it was lovely. I don't think he sent pictures, but he kept saying, you want me to send a pic? No, please, no, because you don't have to accept them, So I was like, oh, thank God. My daughter was like, what am I going to do? I can't talk to anybody. I made up a bunch. You know how they show a person up late making up a bunch of fake people for their kid to play a video game? That's me. So my kid could be safe. I'm playing Yoville. Oh, yeah. Christina always asked how I was able to get, money. And I used to sell people my stuff. I just so happened when I started playing, I got a bunch of, items that when I sold one, I just started making a shitload of money. And I became a good businesswoman on Yoville. And even my son's like, wow, you're pretty good at it as a businesswoman. Because he was like, how'd you get that item? How'd you get that item? So my son and I used to trade items. Yeah, we all played. So that's why when my daughter was pissed off that inappropriate people wanted to approach her, I finally said, look, this is what's going to happen. So yeah. All right. There we go. Dragons. That's what it looks like. Now, when I was drawing it, I was thinking of water, but I wouldn't have been attracted to these colors if it was a water source. So it looks like a dragon. All right. Let me bring it up close. I'll tear it out. Yeah. we'll do one last one. Huh. Love. And no, I didn't know what I was doing because, as you see, I'm always hitting this. So, all right. And if you want to see it closer. All right. There we go. Thank you. Hi. Like and subscribe. Yep. I just told my guy friend that, I want to pull up in his driveway. I want to be able to be there in the daytime, not be all creeping around like a burglar. That's what I feel like. I'm stressed out. Oh, you're being too loud. I heard you. So when I pulled up and I called him, is his phone number on Snapchat and his regular phone number? Nothing. So I'm like, well, fuck. All right. So like and subscribe, share. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to go to bed. Spend some time with my other guy, Bobby, my cat.